Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas from Yemassee, South Carolina. I hope everybody's having a great weekend and holiday weekend. Hi, Pearl. I see you're here. Uh, I wanted to make this a live, or excuse me, a open mic night, but I'm not sure if I know how to do that. Can you hear me just fine? Everybody, can you hear me? Okay. Oh, there you go. Hey, I see Don. Is that is Gail and I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. I'm not used to doing this. I see Timothy here. Welcome, Timothy. Pearl was first, by the way. I see Wayne and Carrie. Hey, Bob. I see Bob's here. And I guess y'all can hear me. Pearl said they could. She could. I have a lot of topics I'd like to cover tonight. I just watched the Cowboys lose, which means their season's probably done for because they'll have to go on the road to win. They can't do that. But that's okay. And looks like even though in fantasy football, I had 12 wins and only 2 losses, it looks like Carrie's going to beat me for sure. Don't even look like it's going to be close. But anyhow, it is what it is. Hey, let me show you my ugly Christmas sweater. There you go. There's even a pouch for a drink. And I'm hoping Dave will come on, be here, so he can tell me how to do the live mic. I don't know. Maybe Bob knows. I see an invite, but if I read it right, of course, I only tried this a couple minutes before going on. I have to upgrade, and I don't think Dave upgraded unless he's done that recently. And it's been so long since I've done a live stream this way, I have no idea. You like the drink pocket, huh? Hey, there's Dave. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Dave, how do I share the link for the green room? Because if I read this right, it's telling me I have to upgrade to be able to do that. See if you can help me out here. But it was 77 here today. It's still like 58, I think it says up there on the wall. But the temperatures are all over the place here. Gets down to about 26 and sometimes, and don't get out of the 50s sometimes. Hey, Timothy, I understand this is y'all's family time, and I know you got to go. That's fine. Thank you for stopping by and saying Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Click on invite. Okay, I did that. And I just copy that link, right? Do I just copy the link? I'm talking to Dave. I'm sorry. He told me, yeah, copy the link and post it. So I did that earlier. Let's see if it's the same link. Tell me if this link is right, Dave. Because they won. Yep. Hey, Bob. Hey, I see Bob and Pearl in the house. Bob, you ready to come on? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Now I'm not seeing a thumbs up. Bob, you ready to come on? Give me a thumbs up. All right, there we go. Hey, Bob, Merry Christmas. And Pearl too. You got any volume there? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, still can't hear you. I don't know. Over here it says this the mic. I don't have you muted. I do not have you muted. Do you have it muted down at the bottom? Hey, look at this. I think Dave's coming on. Let's get Dave in the mix and see if he can help us figure this out. Oh, Dave and Bonnie, how y'all doing? Hey, I can hear them.
How you guys doing?
Hey, now I can hear you, Bob. Bob, now I can hear you.
Okay, I had my microphone off.
Okay. So, how y'all doing? Hey, Dave and Bonnie.
How you doing,
Merry
Don?
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I know I'm taking people away from their family activities, so I didn't even know if anybody would be here. But I definitely wanted to, try it. In
I'm
case
glad
there's
that you
people out
did.
there want something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wayne's trying to tell me that fantasy football's not over to Tuesday morning. What he may not know is only have a kicker or one running back left.
Can you plug that in?
And she's got several players, including a quarterback. So, what's new out there? What's the weather like?
Well, I had 68 degrees. The sun is out, and Miss Bonnie, literally, we just got home from the airport. She just flew in, and I just went down to pick her up, and we literally threw away some groceries or put some groceries away and made happy hour, and then it was time to come on.
Your volume down?
Yeah.
Your volume down?
All right, Bob. How's the temperature there?
We're getting a ton of feedback. Are we causing that?
I don't hear it on this end.
Oh, good.
Okay. So you sound normal.
Okay. We have perfect weather.
Yeah. Well, 77 here today. That's pretty good.
I was going to say, what's perfect? What's perfect?
I'm at 1,000 trails here, about 45 miles north of Savannah, which is the closest one when I made this.
Yeah, 65 degrees. Yesterday we had a huge rainstorm, but it's 65 degrees now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've seen that rain, a lot of rain out there in Yuma over the last couple of days. I've seen it all over the internet. But this is the closest place to Savannah, but I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate with me riding down there to film it.
Feedback. I can't hear anything.
It stormed through here, so really bad. I mean, about 3 days or so ago, and it looked like it went on to Quartzsite, and I think Jan's road tripping got a little bit of that storm too. So. It wasn't really blowing wind, but it was raining hard, and it came down hard. We still haven't dried out, and we're a couple of days later now.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to get that rain here in a day or two for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. So, I had a lot of things I want to talk about, but what do y'all want to talk about?
Well, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Uh-oh.
Oh, Bob dropped off.
Might throw the link up there. He may want to try relinking to it again.
All right, let's see here. There you go. I'd put it back up. I do know this. What's that?
I'm not used to being on this end. I want to see what all cool buttons I have.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm usually on your side, so
yeah,
you know.
I know, and I'm not. So that I was kind of panicking when I went in there and said, "Okay, if you want a green room, you have to upgrade." And I'm going, I don't think Dave upgraded.
No.
But I think I've done this before and had a green room, so I know I have. But it's been a year or more.
I call it the green room. What they do is the people that click on the link and they come up, they will show up there at the bottom of your screen. We can't see them, but you can. And then whenever you want to bring them on, you just click on their little square there, and it'll bring them up.
Oh, I see. Hey, I want to say hi to HC Carefree Highway, and that is Howard and Cindy.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So, did you get a chance to see my ugly sweater? Christmas sweater?
I am just now appreciating that.
Look at the drink pocket.
All right. Now I'm going to ask you to sit back down, Don.
You don't want to see my big gut? Anyhow, I was doing
I'm just
some.
worried I'm worried that you don't have pants on.
I do. I have pajama bottoms. And I got a fan going because I don't want to get too hot in here with this hat and this sweater. It's like 73 degrees.
Wait a minute, I've got a.
Yeah,
hold
go
on.
get your Christmas
I
hat.
got a Christmas hat. Hold on.
Okay,
Hold
cool.
on.
But anyhow, I was looking at my travel since I left Yuma March 31st of this year, and I actually have done 117 overnight stops in 250 days. You do some thinking on that, because one of them was for 30 days. There was a couple for a week here and there, maybe a little longer. I'd have to look at the records, but that's still averaging only 2 nights for the last 8 months or whatever it is, 9 months.
That's a lot of moving.
Hey, Bill, Merry Christmas. There's Bill. He's from my old stomping grounds in north central Texas. Of course, he travels a whole bunch in his RV.
Okay, you ready for it?
Yep.
Ready for it?
Ready? I'm ready.
Ready? Okay.
You had to get a different one, didn't you? There you go.
There you go.
That's more like an elf there.
Thanks a lot. It's the best I could do. It's the only Christmas hat that I got. Did you get this last year? You did? Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's more expensive than these cheap Christmas ones, but I've had this for years.
I don't know. This feels pretty cheap. Hopefully you didn't spend a lot of money on it.
A lot of money.
You spent a lot of money.
And I am just hurt.
Well, now I'll give you the info. You can write it off now that it's been used on the show. See?
Oh, well, that makes me feel better.
There you go.
Earl says, look at that. Dave's got pants on.
He does.
I had to put them on.
Yeah, he just got back from the airport, so yeah.
Yeah, right. Didn't have time to put them off.
If you go to the airport without pants, they tend to frown on that just a little bit.
A little more than frown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they do.
I'd laugh, but then I wouldn't laugh because they'd haul you off and I'd be stuck there.
Right.
Yeah, that wouldn't work out very good.
Um,
Well, it's like 28 degrees at my house, so that's pretty nice.
Well, there's a reason why I don't live up there. And you just mentioned it.
I think it was 17 where I stayed last night.
17
or 12, somewhere around there.
Wow. And we're only 2 days into winter officially.
Yeah.
So
winter solstice.
Mm-hmm.
anyhow, so like I said, 117 stops in 250 days. Most of those were Walmarts or Cracker Barrels. There's part of the country you can't find a Cracker Barrel, and Walmarts are everywhere, and not all of them let you spend the night. But
That's a nice look.
I would say if I had a choice, I would pick Cracker Barrel. Hey, I like that look. I'd pick Cracker Barrels over Walmart.
Biker Santa.
Just a little
Biker Santa.
But oh, Bonnie, that's a little, little cool. Yeah,
True.
No
that would be why I'm here now. Yeah.
Yes. So how long you get to stay?
I fly back out the 7th right now. So it's set. So yeah, a couple weeks.
Okay.
Just long enough to really be shocked when I go back.
Yeah, I leave here on the 9th myself and start heading south. But when I made reservations here, because it was so close to Savannah, Georgia, I thought I was in Georgia. And I'm not, because Georgia will be my 48th state.
Oh.
So I got to wait to the 9th to make that happen, 9th of January. And I'm only going to be one night in Georgia, and that's at a Cracker Barrel overnight. And then I'll be in Florida.
Nice.
So, because I think I have 3 or 4 days to make it to Orlando, Florida.
So you got 48. Is that all of your 48 lower states?
That's all continental 48 states. Not obviously not Hawaii or Alaska. Hey, there's Tom and Lori.
Hey, there's Tom and Lori.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
What Walmart do you guys go to?
Yeah, I don't think they'll let you wear the sunglasses.
It's a cool Walmart.
It's a cool Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could be a Walmart greeter. They'd fire me.
Yes, they would.
They would probably fire you. Yeah.
But,
so I was leaving it up to Miss Bonnie because I do this all the time. So I get to go wherever I want. I can kind of name whatever I want to do. We do have to leave here on the 28th. So a few more days. So we're just going to have Christmas here. And then I left it up to you where you wanted to go after, because you're going to be with me until the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you decide? Now, I let you could decide on quartzite, you could decide on boondocking.
We're going to end up in quartzite.
We might.
I
don't know. That's up to you. You get to call the shots. See,
it's a little early to put the pressure on me like that.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
Oh, well, I didn't mean to put that much pressure on you.
I just got here.
I live this life. I'm always under pressure.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Don, what were you going to talk about, Don?
Well, Bob asked a question here. When I go to Cracker Barrel, do I have to unhook? I really dislike unhooking, even when I go to RV parks. So at all costs, I try not to do that because at an RV park, it can add an hour when I get there. It can add up to 2 hours when I leave because I got to go get the trailer, hook it up, come back to my site and load up and then go. But Cracker Barrels, most of the time I park in car parking in the back, wherever the level place is where I can get the most sun. Yeah. And I take up 6 to 7 parking spots, but it's parking spots they don't use. So they don't have a problem with that. Now, there's a few times I use the RV parking, but I hang out both ends about 2 or 3 feet.
Mm.
But it's still plenty room for people to get by, and it hasn't been an issue. So, yeah. So it's just like Walmart parking. I try to get out of the way Normally at Walmart, they want you to park around the garden area of the store and away from the doors. So I try to make sure I do that since they're so kind to let me park there. Same thing with Cracker Barrels. And I just had somebody ask me either yesterday or today, do I eat at Cracker Barrels? And I try to eat at least 2 meals. I usually get the little to-go meals so I can eat after I leave. I get a couple of those. They're $5, except for up north they're $6. Okay, but when you get up, above Washington D.C., they're $6. But
I've never been to a Cracker Barrel.
They're
Never
take-home
been to-
meals.
No.
Yeah.
She's
So,
never been to a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been, Don. I don't know.
She's barely been to a Walmart.
What?
Well, there's 4 or 5 meals that's really great. I'll tell you what, the best meal they've ever had was the fried turkey, and that's seasonal. And I did get one the other day, but the 3 places I stopped before that, they had run out of it. So it's
Fried
seasonal.
turkey.
Who is doing the fried turkey?
Cracker Barrel.
That is a Cracker Barrel.
Cracker? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, looks like WCRV Adventures. Merry Christmas. Glad to see you guys. Have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that was hard for you to say.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah, Wayne and Carrie, Merry Christmas. And Carrie, give me a break. Don't
Don
let
is
me.
playing Carrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No breaks. No
Yeah, come
mercy.
on. I
Carrie's
won
a stud.
12
You're just
games.
gonna
No.
lose.
I can't get cut and
No
knocked out
mercy.
first round. I feel like the Dallas
quit
Cowboys
whining.
if I do that.
Oh, ow. The
So-
Seahawks playing today?
I don't know who all played today.
We got 3 games tomorrow. Unfortunately, they have made Christmas literally into about football. And I'm kind of sad about that.
Really? I don't think I've ever watched a football game on Christmas. Mm-mm.
I don't remember.
Bob asks, is it Gary or Carrie? No, Carrie. I'm sorry, Carrie. My bad accent. Hey, wait a minute.
No
Thanks
slack.
a lot.
No mercy. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's not easy sitting in the number 1 spot now, is it?
You would think that Don would pull for a Don, but no. Oh well. But it looks like OE Live Crew's going to lose too.
Yeah, we did our best with that one, but
Yeah.
I think we lost a player at the last minute.
Yeah, I lost 2 myself. I lost my
Yeah.
two of my best producing wide receivers are out.
Oh wow.
Oh, hi, little bearded Homer.
Looks like Gary is losing, but who knows? Don may beat him. And it looks like you're going to win.
Well, that's I'm playing against Jen, and I'm almost afraid to say that I'm going to take that win. She'll beat me. Last minute, she'll beat me. I am not writing anything off until Tuesday morning.
Look at this. What's friends for?
We're all rooting for Gary.
Yeah, and he doesn't even participate in it, and they want me to lose. I guess that's because they want the underdog to win.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not going to be there. It don't look like. It looks like I already did all I can do. So, Bob, you didn't want to come back on. You calling it quits, it looks like. I see. Anybody else? Here, let me put that link back up. Here's the link. All you got to do is click on it. If you want to join the fun. But I'm glad to see that there's people that's taking time out of the day. This is an important day with family to come and visit and say hi and Merry Christmas. And it's good. You know, it's when you're all alone on the road, it's sometimes a little tough.
It is. And I totally feel it, Don. You know what, tomorrow, give me a call. We'll spread Christmas cheer in the morning. We'll just have coffee or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, depending on how early that is, I may or may not join you.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah.
That's all right.
I'm on vacation.
Well, I figure 9 o'clock your time is what he's talking about.
I'm up at 6 my time, so that would be
I am not
9 your time.
Yeah, well, then I might do it around 9 or 9:30 or 10.
I should be just shoot me a text.
My time. Okay. But I appreciate that. I really do.
if he doesn't answer, don't worry.
I got you.
I'm
We might be in the hot tub.
Yeah, good.
Well, don't want to interrupt that.
I have been known to sleep
Pearl
in.
gets it. She gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleeping is a
Pearl
thing.
does. So I wonder where Gary and Carol is. They're probably busy with family. I know they was getting slammed with snow.
Ew.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I want me a house too, but I want it where I can be warm in the winter.
There you go.
I have no desire to be cold in the winter. I've already had my share already.
Right.
Too much. Yeah, I've had several days below freezing, you know.
Well, you're really not out of danger. People don't realize the South does get chilly, and I have had some 30-degree days right there in North Florida. So yeah, it's you almost have to be ready to like beat feet for Fort Myer or someplace lower, farther down south of Orlando even.
You mean Orlando can still get snow?
Well, they're not going to get snow that I know of. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible or not, but they do get cold.
I know when I left New Hampshire trying to get the change of colors, I missed snow by, I think it was 9 days, maybe 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was coming too. I had to get the heck out of Dodge because I like your policy, Dave. No snowflakes.
Yep.
Oh, that's an absolute.
Yeah, Bob asked a question.
What's that?
Have either of you actually left a location due to cold weather?
Oregon.
I can categorically, absolutely guarantee you I have several times.
I can remember one. I know one of them.
Yeah, we almost left Area 51, and that was against my better judgment. We stayed, and we should have gone. But then it even applies to heat because it was 110 degrees here in Mesa last June, and it's like, okay, this is no bueno. This is we gotta go. My home has wheels. I'm not afraid to use them.
And that's the sad truth. I see so many people that live in their RV, and I guess it's because they're trying to save money, but they forget they got wheels on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you actually find warm?
Well, if you plan it right,
Yeah. You can find warmer or cooler depending on what you're shooting for. And I'll give you a perfect example. A drive north from Phoenix, about 70 miles, could land you in. You could literally go from 60 or 70 degrees to snow. You know,
yeah,
heading up towards Flagstaff, Show Low, some of that
yeah,
area up there. So
true.
absolutely.
Well, I tell you, the way I plan my trip, some people like to do that. What is it? RV? What is it? Trip Wizard. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I actually canceled mine. I never used it, but I like Google. Let's say I want to go to a destination that's 1,000 miles away. Well, I know that's probably 13 to 14 stops. Okay, so I know that I need a minimal 2 weeks to accomplish that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go in. I look at locations of Walmart and Cracker Barrels, and I pick out the ones that's close to 70 miles away, and that's where I go to. I call to make sure I can, and then that's where I
Right.
go to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have them planned out to the end of April when I'll be in the Keys. Um, I do have a 5-day hole in March 1st that I'm going to have to try to get it filled January 1st because I got to wait 60 days out for Encore. But I got them all filled. I've got 14 more stops to do in the next 4 months.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole lot better than 117 in 250 days.
I'm still I'm still kind of amazed, Don. You went, I mean, just since I've known you, you stayed your first night in a Walmart parking lot.
Yep.
And that wasn't that
And
long
Cracker Barrel.
ago.
Yeah.
And a Cracker Barrel. You've kind of become a lot docking pro now at this point.
Well, I don't know about pro. You just do it, and I actually and I don't do it for the money because I spend a lot of money at Walmart, which I would anyway, most likely. I
Right.
would, and I spend a lot of money at Cracker Barrels. I don't do it to save money. I do it for the convenience. And guess what?
Yeah.
Yes, they're against the highway, so I don't put more mileage on my rig to get to
Right.
them usually, a mile or
Right.
less. But you know what? There's a lot of Thousand Trails campground that is up against the highway, so
Right.
it's no more noisy than some of these campgrounds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, do
You know,
you between Walmart and Cracker Barrel, and I don't know, have you stayed in any Bass Pro shops?
I have not. I was scheduled to stay at a Home Depot, and I did get approval for one night, but something came. Oh, I was trying to time the change of colors, and I was getting
Oh.
worried that I was going to be too late. So I skipped a stop. See, that's what you can do when you do 70 miles a day. You can double up one day if you have to.
Yep. Yep. You absolutely can. You absolutely
You can't
can.
do that if you schedule 300 or 400 miles a day.
No.
You can't double up.
Yeah, if you're planning 300-400 miles in a day and something goes wrong, you're going to be behind too far to make that up. You're going to be making.
You see them come in at dark all the time in these parks or at Cracker Barrel or Walmart. And it's like, why are you driving in the dark? Especially in a park. It's hard to, some of these parks are tight, especially if you're a big fifth wheel or something like that. But I had a neighbor just left yesterday morning. They came in at dark. They got up and it was gone at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
You know how much
know.
trouble that is to do versus
Oh,
a
yeah.
lock dock?
Yep.
So I would
Oh,
say that my solar has paid, for itself just in that alone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask you though, do you have a favorite now? I mean, between all the places, and we're not talking about places where you stop for 2 weeks or a week or even a few days, but as you're traveling and you need an overnight stop for the night, have you developed a favorite?
Yeah, well, I do think I feel safer. Not that I feel in danger at a Walmart. I feel a little safer at a Cracker Barrel. As far as destinations go, I'd say my favorite on this trip so far would be Niagara Falls. If you have never done Niagara Falls, you got to do it. You got to go to Canada to see it from that side. You got to do it. It is just amazing. Yeah. And I really liked Baja, but that's not on this trip.
No.
Yeah, this
Those
is true.
guys are probably on a 7-day vacation from work. Who's
the ones
that pull in? Yeah.
Or they're trying to get to Florida or something, and instead of stopping at Cracker Barrel or Walmart, they stop at a park. Well, before I got solar and got confident doing that, I used to stop at parks for one night.
Right. Yeah.
And not only is that expensive, but it's time consuming. Plus, you got to drive out of your way to get there usually.
Right.
So I do it for the convenience.
Have you gotten the knock yet? And we all if you've done this for any amount of time, you know what the knock is. Have you gotten the knock?
Closest, believe it or not, I've been told that I think I got one coming up in Daytona. Cracker Barrel says, yes, you can stay overnight. Now, the city don't like it. So you might get a knock, but we don't have a problem with
it. but have you gotten a knock?
I have
yet?
not gotten a knock.
Wow.
Even though there was times I thought maybe I would. I didn't. Right. There was one north, about 11 miles from Washington Monument, northeast there. I was one night there at a Walmart. She said, you might get a knock, but people do it. And there's places like some Walmarts, I call them, they say it's okay, but they'll tell you, our signs, this happened to me 2 or 3 times. Sign says you can't park overnight. You can. And then there was one I went to that I couldn't get them to answer the phone. So even though my thing said that you could stay there overnight, I went in and checked, and they said, yes, but you got to be gone by 6:30 a.m. And I get up at 7:30.
Yeah.
So I kept going. But you can do that when you're doing 70-mile days. You can double up.
Right.
So that's what I did. But I did get a knock recently, just within a week, about 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30. I guess it was 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'm sitting there doing my morning thing, and the guy comes to the door and knocks, an employee for Cracker Barrel, and he goes, can you move your rig so the semi can come around the corner here, And I said, sir, I can, but I got to pull in my slides. I've got to pull up my jacks, and I got to tie up my electrical cord I have for my generator. That's another story, but I couldn't get that bay door to come open, so I put my cord away. And I said, it might be 30 minutes. Well, the truck backed up and made a wide turn, and he made it just fine. So
Yeah.
Yes, he didn't need me to move after all. I was in behind the store.
I have gotten the knock twice now. And one time it was a mall security gal. There was nobody around and basically said, you have to leave. I said, well, the mall said it was okay. I'm not staying overnight. I'm just here shopping, which I was. I was literally there shopping. She says, you can't stay there. So I got the knock when I wasn't even staying overnight. And
Wow.
we
And
kind
she
of
didn't
got into a
understand that.
it was. I said, I'm shopping. I'm here shopping. I Nope, you can't park that here. No. She was adamant. She was adamant. And
Yeah.
she was this close to calling the police, and I just said, forget it. I said, I'll move. And I did. I literally left and parked. I think I went to a Lowe's parking lot that was right next door.
Yeah. I haven't done any of the Bass Pro Shops or Lowe's or any of that yet. But yeah, I tell you what, I was recently within the last few of them. What was that? Smithfield, South Carolina, I think it was. And I called them in advance. Usually call weeks in advance, and they say sure. I go there, every car parking spot was taken, and it was kind of attached to a mall. And the sign, I did a short on it. The sign was pointing you over there to the mall parking lot. And I talked to them. They said, yeah, you can park in the mall parking lot, and they don't usually have a problem with it. So I go over to the Harley Davidson dealer that's also kind of attached to that mall parking. And I was parked in front of their place, but it's actually mall parking. She said, well, you're welcome to move over here in our parking lot. There was not much of one, and then no one will bother you, but I don't think they'd bother you there either. So I just stayed right there. But I was
you got lucky.
Yeah. I was probably a couple 100 yards away from the Cracker Barrel, at least maybe 300 yards away. I don't know. But
I think I think I just pushed the envelope a little bit.
Yeah.
I where you're allowed to stay, I just kind of pushed that envelope just a little bit.
Well, I told the lady at the Harley Davidson dealer, I said, dealership, I said, she'd already said it was okay. I said, well, to say thank you, I'll make a short, put it on YouTube. So I did.
There you go. Nice.
But yep. All right. So what do y'all got planned? Then I'll talk about my plans. What you got planned, Dave, for your travels?
I don't know. She hasn't said. I'm here until the 28th, and then I don't know where we're going. She has to decide.
No, I'm talking about the bigger picture of 2024.
I leave her on the 28th, and she has to decide where we're going.
In other words, you don't know yet. Okay.
For 2024, going to head up to Oregon. I think I'm going to be up there for about a month, I guess, and then dropping out of there and heading for Florida. Actually, heading out the same direction where you're at out there. But I think we're going to. I don't know what your plan is, but we're probably going to be passing each other up.
Yeah, next year I think I want to be out west again.
Yeah.
I do need ideas. I have no plans after the end of April other than I need to work my way up through Florida. And that'll take a couple weeks. But after that, I don't know where to go where it's not going to be hot before I head to, head out west.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
so you're going to be heading east. you're gonna be heading east next fall, and I'm gonna be heading west next fall.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. You still gonna do it with your brother?
For a change, and I'm ready to get over to the East Coast.
Hey, look, there's X fired up. How you doing, Bill?
No, there's Bill. Hey, Bill. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So let's see here. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I'm open for suggestions to what to do where I won't be really hot. I know Texas gets hot.
Right.
So I don't know where to go. I guess up into the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, maybe.
I was going to say, yeah, I head up Tennessee, go across Kansas, Colorado, even higher if you need to. But sometimes you can't avoid it.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
But if you look at the national temperature map, you can generally see where it's going to be a little bit cooler.
Well, so far in my travels, I have found out no matter where you go, it could be 106 degrees, even up north.
Right.
But so you just never know. It varies from year to year also.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
But
I remember, Colorado. I can say you get into Colorado if it's hot during the summer. Colorado and Utah, really, you can find cooler temperatures, but you're going to be up at 9,000 feet. I mean, no two ways about it. You're going to be up high.
Well, I not all of Colorado, because I've been in Colorado in June, not June, July.
Oh, yeah, no.
106 degree, 107 degrees 2 days straight.
Oh yeah, you can, but typically you get up there around Telluride and Salida and some of those where they're 99,000 plus feet. That's going to be about as cool a weather as you're going to find in Colorado, and something tells me it's going to be a lot better than every place else that you could be at.
Yeah, well, the mountains of New Mexico is pretty good too.
Yeah.
In the summertime. I guess I could go back there.
You got the Smokies. You got Tennessee. You got some pretty good areas there that you could come back through.
You got to remember the mountains around here are kind of like Texas, about 2,000 feet.
Right.
Out east. But anyhow, I don't know. You want to talk internet for a minute?
Yeah, that's fine.
I've got T-Mobile home internet that I got I turned it on the 13th of November, and it's $50 unlimited a month. And so far, it's worked not only while I drive down the road, but the whole time. One morning, about a week or so ago, it let me down for 2 hours. And that was the only time. It didn't work for like 2 hours. But here, I've got both. My laptop is hardwired to my T-Mobile home internet, and then I've got Wi-Fi turned on to my Starlink.
Right.
So if one goes down, I automatically got the other.
And then you're covered. Yeah.
And usually the home internet, T-Mobile home internet, is faster than Starlink. Now, obviously, it would not work if you did not have cell towers. What are you doing? Hey, looks like my sister showed up.
Hey, you got a Merry Christmas from your sis.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, sis.
And Bill says Denver is hotter than Florida in the summer.
Yeah. And that's what, a mile up?
Something like that.
Yep. But anyhow, the T-Mobile works. The T-Mobile home internet so far. Now I can't trust it to the point where until it works for like 6 months or a year, then I know. But I don't know. They could shut it down anytime on me, I guess,
Right.
because it's not at the address I told them.
Yeah. I've been skating on AT&T, that Mobley system that was real popular back in 2017. I have been using that ever since at a grand whopping total, I think with taxes, is up to $22 a month. And pretty much unlimited. And I have been soaking up the sun with that for since 2017, since I started this. I think they're trying to get rid of me.
Well, of course they want
I gotta
to. They're losing money. They could charge somebody else, 5 times or 8 times that.
Right. Well, it's not my fault. I just took advantage of a good thing. I'd wonder if Tom and Lori were here, if they were having problems with theirs. But yeah, as of late, I don't know if I don't know what it is, but I've had my SIM card go. Have you ever heard of a SIM card going bad?
Well, I heard somebody thought their SIM card went bad in their unit that goes on top. Who makes that unit on top of your RV? Kind of looks like a half a sphere, and it's their
Right.
internet.
Yeah.
And they thought their SIM card went bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
But
thought mine did too. Well, actually, mine did. And when I went down to AT&T to get another SIM card, they did everything they could to get me on another plan.
of course,
They did.
or did you say you should have said, "Do I look that stupid?"
I basically just kept saying, I just need another SIM card. I just need another SIM card. At one point they said, "Oh well, they don't use those SIM cards anymore." And then I get to I was like, okay, I don't even know what you're talking about. It is a standard micro SIM card. All right. So I left there and I decided to call another AT&T store and I said, "Do you guys have micro SIM cards?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "I need one for my hotspot. Can you make one for me?" And so now I drove 11 miles to the next store,
Mm-hmm.
and they started the same process, but this time I had them because they already told me they had SIM cards and they could make another one. All day long. This problem took all day long.
Wow, but it was worth it.
There's no problem with
You're
your Mobley. It's still working.
you're probably saving $150 a month.
Yeah,
On,
yeah.
on
Oh,
what, on what AT&T would want.
right. Well, I did finally get them to make me another SIM card,
Good.
and I'm that's how I'm literally talking to you right now.
Okay,
But
cool.
boy, the pressure was on.
Well, I'm down on data this month. The last 30 days, I looked earlier today. On my T-Mobile home internet, I've done 712 gigabytes and about
Oh, wow.
38 gigabytes on Starlink. So I'm half of what sometimes I do. Sometimes I do 1.5 terabytes. 1,500 gigabytes. So about half of what I've been known to do. And only one time did Starlink kind of hint they didn't like it, but they didn't do anything about it.
Do you have to see everything in 4K, Don? What do you need to count all of their nose hairs, or can you kind of let it go by that you don't need to count their nose hairs?
And do I need to leave two TVs running almost all the time?
Oh my God!
Yeah. Oh well. But Don, that's because you have your TV on 24/7.
24/7.
Turn them off at night. I used to let them run at night, but I turn them off at night.
Everybody thinks my coffee is a problem.
Yeah. Well, by the way, can y'all hear a fan in the mic? I got a fan running. Can y'all hear it?
I can't hear it, no.
All right, good. Anyhow.
Why two? Even your sister wants to know why 2 TVs, Don.
Well, it just in case I'll go to the back to get something, I want to not miss what I was watching. Hey, it could be worse. I got 3 TVs.
Oh my gosh. No. Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, so what are we drinking tonight? I've just got plain old hot chocolate.
Well, we actually stopped by Del Taco on the way home, and they have strawberry lemonades there that I absolutely love. And so I said, you know what, let's pick up a couple of those, a couple of tacos. And by the time we got back here, we poured, she poured a little bit of vodka in hers. I poured a little bit of rum in mine. And that is what's left right there. It's all all gone.
Well, the reason why I have 2 TVs going, basically, waking hours, because I can.
Jeez, it's only 3. Gee, a starter set. Your sis is telling you to put it on pause. Oh boy, yeah, you.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't want to miss something on those one. Yeah, we're 10 steps in front of the coach to the potty.
That would be 30 feet, Tom. That's not true. It's about half that.
And X Fired Up says try Fireball in lemonade.
Yeah, I know.
Really? No, I'm not a big Fireball fan, but I'd be willing to try it.
I got like 10 of those little Fireballs in the freezer, and they're probably 2.5, 3 years old.
Right. Yeah, I can't say as I've ever bought Fireball. I think I had it once. It was won as a prize, and that was it.
Yeah, I finished my big bottle of that off of maybe 3 years ago up in the mountains of New Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not a big flavored liquors fan. I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. That might be good in the summertime.
Frozen lemonade and Fireball is even better.
Yeah. Make a slush out of it, huh?
There you go. There you go.
Well, it looks like we're coming up on an hour. Is there anything else you want to discuss?
Yeah, I'm going to get Bonnie hasn't seen it yet, but I've been playing around with, instead of Christmas lights, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it here, but I can go ahead and get it going here and give you a sneak peek of possibly tomorrow's video. That is my tent right there.
Uh-huh. Oh, you froze. You froze up, Dave.
Well, let's see. I'll just take you on with me.
Did everybody see my
Thank
little
you.
Christmas tree back here? This is the 4th year I put it up. My little Christmas tree.
Well, I've got a Christmas tree inside.
Okay.
All right. But now, this has been kind of my project. And let me see if I can get those turned on. You're not seeing a lot right now.
No. I don't think he planned this, so
I didn't plan it.
give him a minute.
Yeah, hold on. Working on it.
All right, is everybody going to hang in there? Because I'd like to tell everybody Merry Christmas before you leave.
We can do it.
Is that some kind of design?
Yeah. You got it.
Okay.
All right.
Has anybody figured out the design yet?
Okay. So let's see. This is the inside of the tent. And you guys, I don't have light. These are all plants all in here.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. There's my outdoor lights.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. The plants twisted around is with the lights too, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that is the hot tub right there.
Oh, cool.
Now, what I've been doing is
that's better than the tent you used to. That's better than the tent you used to have it in, right?
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. So this is kind of my jungle theme that I've started on for the hot tub.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's neat. She'll love that, considering she's coming from the frozen tundra.
Exactly, and I actually found jungle sounds that ambient sound with crickets and water dripping, and
oh, cool.
So that has been the project that I've been taking on. So
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get an answer in the morning when I call.
There you go. No, you will.
There's my sister.
It's been a fun project. I had some of it, and I decided to, go ahead and make it happen. I didn't mean to take over the show. It's like,
oh, no, I love it. I'm glad you're the one that's entertaining us. Sis, no, that's not the funny stuff. You don't do that. Well, guys, it's a minute. Let's see, it's an hour and 5 minutes now. I guess it's time to come to a close. I do want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and hope you have the best Christmas with your family and friends. And anyhow, Dave will take over like he normally does on next Sunday, I'm sure. He just don't know where he's going to be. Right, Dave?
Yep, I don't know where I'm going to be yet because Bonnie hasn't told me, but
Okay.
that's okay. I think I can, as long as I have internet signal, we can go there. So I suspect, I think she wants to go to South Joshua Tree. So we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see what happens with that.
You mean a boondock there?
Yep. She wants to kind of get away from it all and just.
That can't be quiet. 10 or 15 miles down the road.
It's a little bit farther than that, but it's actually not far.
No, not on the south entrance anyway. Anyhow,
right.
I guess we're going to end it with
Bill, Dave, Missy. I said hi.
Who's? Oh yeah, Dave.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I see. Cool. But I'm not going to end it with what Don said. But let's see here. I think I'll end it with Pearl. I hope everyone does have a Merry Christmas, like I said earlier. And let's see, your show will be on what date? Will that be New Year's Eve?
It will be New Year's Eve. That will be New Year's Eve next Sunday, 6 p.m. Yeah.
So I don't guess I'll say Happy New Year yet, since you'll have your show. So
and we'll see you guys back. It will be open mic night, so you'll get to come on and who knows? Who knows what kind of trouble we'll get into.
Well, good night, everyone, and thank you for watching, and have a great day tomorrow. Bye.
All right. Merry Christmas, everybody.